Off to your 12 o'clock is Creech Air Force Base, home of the 432nd Wing. Creech Air Force Base is dedicated to unmanned aircraft systems including the MQ-1 Predator and MQ-9 Reaper. You will see an MQ-9 Reaper taking off shortly. Creech will be our home base starting tomorrow. Nellis is too damn crowded as you saw this morning. Make a low pass over Creech to get the lay of the land. At waypoint 5, let's turn left and continue to Mercury, Nevada.
Alright. I don't know, I have yet to see a Reaper take off. It's all based on trigger zones where I'm flying in the creation of the mission, so I'm descending to get a nice close look. The Reaper is the, I think it's unmanned drone slash bomber. I don't see anything down there.
At your 12 o'clock is Mercury, Nevada. The town started in 1950 at the beginning of operations of the Nevada test site as Base Camp Mercury, a military-style encampment built to provide basic facilities for personnel involved. The town grew to over 10,000, but today a skeleton crew of scientists and military remains in Mercury, conducting limited testing and research. At waypoint 6, let's turn right and continue on to Frenchman's Flat.
Alright. Let's get down low, take a look. So I keep circling this radar altimeter. It's our true speed, or true altitude above the ground. Here we go. We're down to about coming down to 1,000 feet. $850 feet. Alright.
At your 12 o'clock is Frenchman's Flat, aka Plutonium Valley. You can see the subsidence craters as a result of underground nuclear bomb tests. 100 atmospheric and 921 underground tests were conducted between 27 January 1951, codenamed Shot Able, and 23 September 1992, codenamed Divider. Take a low flight over the area to see the craters. At waypoint 7, let's turn right and continue to Groom Lake.
So, here's a good example. You can see that says we're 2,600 feet above sea level, but we're in reality only 740 feet above the ground. It's going to give us a really good look at these craters. Most of them are off to the right. some big ones up ahead on the left here. And waypoint 8. Start climbing here so we can get over the ridge. There it is. Alright. Here we go.
Pull up, pull up.
So, you can see this horizontal line is essentially where we would be at level flight, and if it's above the mountaintops, technically, we should get over the mountaintops. Alright, let's fast forward. Let's see where we're at for time. Okay, at 9 o'clock it'll be an hour. That'll be the end of part 2. And we'll go ahead and speed up now. Just wanted to show you
Altitude, altitude.
how this radar altimeter changes when we go above a peak.
Altitude, altitude.
12 miles to waypoint 8.
At your 12 o'clock, just beyond the small ridge, is Groom Lake, aka Area 51. The United States Air Force facility, commonly known as Area 51, is a highly classified remote detachment of Edwards Air Force Base within the Nevada Test and Training Range. The base's current primary purpose is publicly unknown. However, based on historical evidence, it most likely supports the development and testing of experimental aircraft and weapons systems, or black projects. The intense secrecy surrounding the base has made it the frequent subject of conspiracy theories and a central component to unidentified flying objects, UFO folklore. Fly a low pass over Groom Lake to get familiar with the area.
Altitude,
I'll be
altitude.
damned. There's a Janet airplane taking off. I wonder if they're talking about the UFOs they worked on today. At
There he is.
waypoint 8, let's turn right and fly to an area where we can do some gun runs.
There he is right there.
Warning, autopilot.
Let's try to get behind him here. Not much to see there. Oh, there he is. We're right above him. That's good flying, Bruce. That's brilliant. There he goes.
At your 10 o'clock are 4 SPH M109 Paladins, marked with green smoke, honing their skills engaging old T-55 tanks, marked with red smoke. If you want to kill some tanks, go for it. And don't waste all your ammo, just watch out for incoming artillery.
There's the green smoke off to the left. Those are the friendlies. Now what we're going to do is get our
Altitude, altitude.
master armed and our guns armed. And then here's the number of shells we have. Combat mix, 1,150 shells. We're going to use half of them here, and then there's another range up ahead. So we want to get a little higher here. If we can get a couple thousand feet off the ground before we get there, and then kind of dive into them and reduce the throttle, Should do good. I had to go in and fix the mission because it wasn't showing any red smoke. But it does now, so I'm doing something right. And then when this rangefinder says 2.0, we can actually start shelling them. Or shooting them, I guess. Alright, I'm reducing the throttle so we don't get past them too much. Here we go. Get ready. Here it comes. It's good enough. I think we hit something. Will it show any damage? If we did any damage to them, it would show up on the left side of the screen here. Well, didn't show any damage. Maybe they were already damaged from the friendly fire. But the next one will clearly be able to see some damage. This is going to be fun. How's our fuel doing? About 1,800 pounds in each tank. Gotta get over the next ridge, I think.
At your 12 o'clock are two groups of 15
Altitude,
unarmored
altitude.
fuel trucks marked with red smoke. They make a spectacular explosion when you hit them with your GAU 8A Avenger 30 mic rounds. Get low and dirty and kill them all. Have fun.
Alright, so we're gonna try to get lined up with the two of them. And then a couple thousand feet off the flatlands out there, but we gotta get away from this ridge. Let's see where we're at. This looks pretty good. Yeah, we're 2,400 feet above the ground. That's pretty good. Alright. Let's get lined up. Watch that range below the reticule. See how we do. Oh, we can shoot. I'm waiting for it. There's going to be some damage there. There it is off to the left. Let's get back up to the next one. We don't want to go below 500 feet, and we're at about 650 when I pulled up. Oh, we destroyed a lot of stuff. Alright. Let's get ready for the next one. Start slowing down here. There we go.
Pull up, pull up.
That time we were just below
Altitude,
500. Alright. Excellent. Turn these off now. Back to safe mode. Hey, safe mode. There we go. That's better. And waypoint 9, 22 miles. We're gonna be, where is it? Oh, there it is. we're going to be doing air-to-air refueling, and first thing we need to do is get our altimeter set right. It's got to be 30.31, which is going to change our altitude display drastically. Let me freeze the track IR for a minute. There we go. Make it easier to move this. If you watch that altitude display up there, it's changing drastically. 30.31. There we go. Okay. So you can see now all of a sudden it says 6,000 feet. Okay, the other thing we gotta do is set up our for the moment, let's level out and put on the autopilot. That'll be fine. Let's set up our UHF for 251. That'll allow us to contact the tanker. Then over here, set up the TACAN channel for 10x. And set the TACAN on, set it to AATF, so we have transmit and receive for the tanker, and then turn on the TACAN so we can actually track the tanker on this #1 arrow. So let's see how things go here. Go ahead and fast forward to waypoint 9, and by then this tanker may be in the vicinity. We'll see how that works. Fuel's down to 1,500 pounds each. Here we go.
If you need to practice refueling, a KC-135 is orbiting nearby. You may be required to successfully refuel in future missions. Contact Texaco to refuel. Set TACAN to 10x if you don't see him. He should be orbiting around here at Angels 9. After you're done refueling, navigate MyHog via radio commands to get the tanker. Fly in formation until MyHog is refueled. There are many YouTube videos online describing how to refuel. Continue to waypoint 10 and land at Nellis. I'll see you on the ground. Hope you enjoyed your tour, and please give me 5 stars on TripAdvisor.
There it is. We're right behind him. He's flying in an orbit. It looks like there's somebody behind him.
There may be a couple of F-16s needing fuel, so get to the tanker first. We don't need to be waiting for chicks in tow to finish refueling. We hog pilots affectionately call them lawn darts.
Let's open our tank gate. Alright, that's done. We're 5 miles from the tanker. There it is. And there's somebody behind him. There's one refueling right now. We can get down to like 9,000 feet. We don't need to be this high. And then there's a couple more right here, I think. What are those planes or ground objects? Anyway, It's not lose sight of this tanker. I've got 3/4 throttle. We should be able to catch up by the time he's done refueling that one. Hey, there's one right behind me. I mean, right below me. F-117. Oh boy. He's probably going to get refueled first. Here we go. We're at 4.5 miles away from the tanker. This will be good. Let's level out, see how we stand. Guess we can get above them. It's the preferred place to be. Still got enough fuel. When we get a mile out, we'll contact the tanker for what they call pre-contact. And the trick here is to trim using this round button on the top of the stick so that there's very little controlling that I have to do with the stick or the pedals. Alright, we're getting up here now. 3 miles. This is a good altitude, 8,700 feet. I think they're flying at 8,000. And the tanker is usually flying at 225 knots, so we're slowly approaching him. We're doing 270. They're busy getting refueled anyway, those two F-117s. Okay, we're doing great. It looks like the first 117 is done being refueled. He moved off to the left. Normal procedure, and the next one will get in there, do his refueling. By then we'll be within a mile. We'll contact the tanker. The hardest thing for me is the fact that he's in a circular orbit, so he's always banked. It doesn't help me. Alright, where are we at here? We're in a mile. Let's contact him. He's going to tell us to wait. Tanker's F6. Intent to refuel F1.
Texaco, Hog 1-1. Request rejoin.
Hog 1-1, Texaco, chicks in tow, 1 mile trail at 8,000.
He doesn't want me to get any closer than a mile for now. We'll stay at 8,500 or so. I'm just dropping my speed so that I get near 225. Trim is pretty good. I got my hand off the stick right now. No pedal movement. We're at 230 knots. Beautiful. Let's wait until the second 117 gets done. Little foot movement here. Tab up once. Tab down once. Tab up once. I'm gonna try to describe what I'm doing here. A little more left rudder. Tab down once. Okay, speed up or we're not gonna catch them. Somehow it's brutal with the jet engines. You have to wait for them to spool up or spool down to find out how much throttle you gives you how much speed. It's pretty bad. It doesn't help me either. We need to speed up a lot or we're going to be pulling away from him. 220, 225. Okay, we're coming up on 230. So we should be, we're still a mile away more or less. Still climbing. Let's drop the throttle a tad. 235. Let's see what the jet engine's gonna do. Looks like it's stable at 235 or so. Tab down. Tab up. Still refueling. Tabbed for down elevator. 235. Tab up. Left rudder. We gotta slow down a little bit here. Coming up on him too close. Tab up. Tab down. Slow down. You can also use the speed brakes if you want. Right there I used it. Hey, he's done. Oh boy. Our turn. Seven. Is he gonna go down, I hope? Well, we're above him anyway. There he goes. Where's he going? There he goes. Get out of my way. Alright, let's see what he's... Hey, wait a minute. This guy's still gonna go? Oh, boy. I thought he already refueled. Ay, caramba. Slow down again. We're half a mile away. Back off a little bit. Tab. Tab up. Slow down. Tab down, slow down. Down. Getting too close. Speed up. Tab up. Hey. Guess he was done. Alright, F1, ready
pre-contact.
Return pre-contact.
Alright, that means he's happy to see me come. I'm speeding up. Here we go. Oh boy. Our turn. Alright, slow down a bit. Slow down, slow down. Speed up. Wait for the jet engines to spool up, see what it does. Come on, speed up. A little more throttle. Gotta get to 225, 226 or so. 22. 23. Throttled up a little bit more. Gotta get over 225 to approach him. 227, 28, 29. Let's back off a little. Back off a little. 228, 227. Let's raise it a little. Come on, Bruce, you can do it. A little more, it's a 225, 226. 227. Slow down a little, 228. Bruce, you can do it. It's good speed. Good speed. 226 is excellent. Uh-oh. Slow down. Up. Speed up. Who's getting out of whack? If you get too close to him, I'll be aborting. But I put the throttle down too low and it got away. Ay, 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 ay. 24, 25, 26. Let's try it again. Back off a little. Raise a little. Raise a little. Oh boy. What you don't want to do is overshoot him. That's for sure. Hey, let's get over. I'm adjusting the throttle a little bit back and forth and back and forth. But panicking is bad. Let's watch the plane and not the boom. That's what we're supposed to do. Oh yeah, there we go. Watch the plane, not the boom. Plane, not the boom. Plane, not the boom. Don't do that. That was bad. I'm still under control. Usually I panic by now. That was too close. We're at one more attempt and then we have to stop. I've never been able to touch it. Come on, Bruce. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, mama. Alright, that's as close as I've ever gotten without panicking. Let's abort. Abort F2.
Abort rejoin.
Uzi is RTB at 5,000.
Alright. Let's get out of here. First, let's get to waypoint 10. There he goes.